All right, I want to talk real quick about these two bikes from Bandit and why you might choose one versus the other. It's a Forerunner High Step and the Xtrail Lite here. I'll talk really quickly about the things they have in common, which are the front suspension, feels very similar, the electronics, which are quite good for the price range from Bandit. The shifters are exactly the same battery, 48 volts, 14.5 amp hours, and the same size motor, 750 watt geared hub motors. So the bones of the bikes are really pretty much the same, but of course you can tell they are quite different. And I think the main reasons you want to choose one or the other would be, one, for the size of person you are. I'm 5'10" and I find this bike just almost too big for me. So if you're a shorter rider, you're definitely going to want to go for this smaller bike. Has a nice steps through style, really easy to get onto for just about anybody. If you like a little more comfort, the Xtrail Lite has that rear suspension, so it does help a little bit, but both of these being fat tires, you can take the air down on the tires to increase the comfort as well. If you're really going to do some trail riding, it doesn't matter too much, but it depends on the type of trails you're doing. You might want the larger 26-inch tires versus the 20-inch tires. So they both float very well over most terrain. If you're a commuter, I would probably opt for the Forerunner High Step because you actually do have spots for rear racks. The rear rack built into the Xtrail Lite doesn't really hold bags for commuting, but you could probably mock up some sort of box back there if you wanted to. Like, what do you like the looks of? A lot of people would like this moped look of the Xtrail Lite versus just kind of a standard kind of fat tire bike look. And last thing would be like fun factor. I find this bike really fun to ride, the Xtrail Lite. It's kind of nimble, just fun to buzz around on. The Forerunner High Step it feels like a big, beefy beast of a bike. It's very long, big, and that could work well for you, but it does feel like a really substantial bike, not nearly as nimble feeling as the Xtrail Lite. But both these bikes from Bandit for the price are really quite great. I'm pretty surprised at the electronics, the way it all comes together. Between these two bikes from Bandit, they're really quite similar. It really goes, what do you really want out of your bike? Performance-wise, they're very close. I'll put up on the screen my performance comparison between these two. So it's really comes down to looks, what you prefer, the size of rider you are, and kind of some of the small features that are different, because overall they do ride quite similar. Now, great thing is if you happen to have two bikes like these two, because the electronics are the same, it's really easy to ride with a friend. So it can be really nice to have two of these bikes with the same systems, and just because the cutoffs are the same speeds in the different assist levels, it's really easy to ride together with two of the similar bikes. So hey, these are both fun bikes. Hope this helps you out.